Few men have looked as naturally stylish as Alain Delon. Whether he was wearing a perfectly cut suit in Le Samurai, an open collar shirt in Plein Soleil, or relaxed knitwear in La Piscine, his clothes always seemed effortless, almost as though he had given no thought to them at all. But that apparent effortlessness was built on a very specific approach to style. Delon understood how to dress well no matter what he was wearing, and the good news is, you can copy him. Today we're breaking down 7 style lessons from Alain Delon. By the end of this video, you'll understand why his style was so iconic and how to dress just like this classic style icon. Hi everyone, I'm Nick, and if you're new here, I talk about a wide variety of topics on the art of dressing and living well. If that sounds interesting, hit subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram. I post there regularly, and I have a ton of fun content planned. Lesson number 1 is to keep the tailoring simple. Alain Delon often wore suits and dress clothing, but when he did, it was rarely loud or overly decorative. He kept it simple and classic. He wore well-tailored suits in restrained colors with little excess fabric. In the movie L'Eclisse, for example, he wears a rotation of single-breasted suits with light shirts and narrow ties. Each of these suits is fairly simple. There are no bold patterns and the proportions are cut sharp, which allows Delon himself to remain the focus. That idea becomes even more pronounced in Le Samurai. His gray suit, white shirt, dark tie, hat, and trench coat function almost like a uniform, and it's the consistency of his outfit that gives the character authority. The lesson here, if you're someone who wants to dress like him, is that simple, well-tailored suits will always look better and more elegant than anything overly complicated. Choose neutral colors like gray, navy, black, white, and cream. Keep the silhouette clean and make sure the jacket and trousers follow your proportions properly. And most importantly, let the cut do the talking. Lesson number 2 is to choose knitwear with character. Another defining part of Alain Delon's wardrobe was his use of knitwear. But rather than relying on thin, plain sweaters, he often chose pieces with visible texture, weight, and personality. One of the best examples of this appears in La Piscine, where he's wearing an ivory open knit sweater over a black fitted t-shirt paired with jeans and simple espadrilles. On paper, the outfit is incredibly basic, but the sweater's loose weave adds more depth, making it the focal point of the outfit. It wasn't just in La Piscine that Delon embraced textured knitwear. Across his films and his personal life, he repeatedly returned to open knits, cable patterns, brushed wool, and bold collars, usually in restrained neutrals, using texture to give even simple sweaters real character. If you want to copy his style, look for knitwear that contributes something beyond warmth. That could be an open knit cotton sweater, a cable knit crew neck, a ribbed cardigan, or a knitted polo with a soft collar. Keep the colors simple: cream, navy, brown, charcoal, or camel, and allow the weave and construction to provide the visual interest. You also don't need to complicate the rest of the outfit. You can pair these sweaters with things like jeans or tailored trousers. That way, your knitwear remains the most memorable part of the entire outfit. Next lesson is to perfect the undone shirt. Another signature of Alain Delon's style was the way that he wore his shirt slightly undone. Throughout his films and his personal life, he frequently wore his shirts with the collar open and the sleeves rolled up for more of a relaxed look. Usually, he would keep the top button or 2 undone, sometimes even several buttons down, but the thing is, it never looked careless. That distinction matters because Delon was not simply unbuttoning his shirt to appear casual. He still looked elegant and stylish. His shirt still fit properly through the shoulders and the body, while the rest of the outfit remained elevated. To recreate this sense of effortlessness, begin with a shirt that fits well and ensure that the collar can hold its shape. Linen, soft cotton, and lightweight Oxford cloth all work well. And then open maybe 1 or 2 buttons at most. I don't know if I would do more than that. Not everyone can pull that off. And then roll your sleeves up naturally. You might also want to add in a subtle chain or pendant, as Delon occasionally did, but that should be more of a personal detail rather than something purely decorative. The real appeal of the undone shirt is the contrast that it creates. A structured outfit, but with one element that's deliberately relaxed. Lesson number 4 is to keep summer style slightly formal. One of the reasons Alain Delon's casual outfits still look so polished is that he rarely allowed every part of the outfit to become relaxed all at once. Especially in summer when most other people have a tendency to default to basic shorts and a t-shirt. He could have easily done that, but he didn't. There was almost always one refined element keeping the look elevated. For example, in Plein Soleil, he pairs button-up shirts with tailored trousers or cream jeans, finishing the look with a proper leather belt. Even in the heat while spending the day on a boat, he maintains a degree of polish. He also wore his shirts tucked in and paired with elegant footwear. Even for his most relaxed Mediterranean looks, like when he's wearing swimwear, he still pairs it with something stylish. Thankfully, that balance is easy to apply today, so instead of defaulting to shorts and a t-shirt anytime it's warm out, try adding in some elevated pieces. Try wearing a linen shirt with tailored trousers instead of shorts. Pair jeans with loafers rather than athletic shoes. Add a knitted polo to relaxed chinos. Or if you really want to wear shorts, try pairing it with a button-up like an Oxford shirt instead of a t-shirt. The idea here is to introduce one element that sharpens the overall impression and makes your warm weather outfits look a little bit more intentional. If you're looking for more tips on how to dress well in hot weather, I did just make a video on it, which I'll link down below. Moving on to lesson number 5, and that is to use accessories to create depth. Alain Delon understood that accessories should do more than complete an outfit. They should reinforce the character of the man wearing them. His choices were usually pretty simple, but they contribute enormously to the elegant and slightly rebellious quality associated with his style. Sunglasses were the clearest example. Delon often wore dark, substantial frames that concealed part of his expression and made even a simple outfit feel more cinematic. They worked especially well because the rest of his clothing remained understated. This allowed for the sunglasses to become the focal point without competing with the rest of his outfit. That same principle applied to his other accessories. He wore slim leather belts that gave structure to his open shirt and trousers, and he wore several elegant watches like the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak and the Cartier Tank, which added polish and showed his personal taste. To bring this into your own wardrobe, add in accessories that match your personality and personal style. But the key is restraint. Delon rarely wore several statement accessories at once. Instead, he allowed one or two carefully chosen details to suggest something about the man wearing them. Lesson number 6 is a unique one, and that is to master Riviera style and noir style. One of the most interesting things about Alain Delon's style is that much of it was built around two very different identities, which was seen throughout his film career. The first was this Riviera wardrobe, seen most clearly in Plein Soleil and La Piscine. This side of Delon was lighter, softer, and more relaxed, so think pale blue shirts, cream trousers, open collars, textured knitwear, loafers, espadrilles, and dark sunglasses. These outfits were very much inspired by warm locations and climates. Then there was this darker, more dangerous side of Delon, which could be clearly seen in Le Samouraï. Here the palette becomes gray, black, and white. Open shirts are replaced by crisp collars and narrow ties, while the trench coat and the fedora create a uniform for the character. I think it's good to know both of these because they tap into reoccurring themes of Delon's style, that of relaxed Riviera and danger or rebellion. The lesson that you can take away from this is to develop a style identity of your own based on your personality or location. Perhaps you also live in a warm climate and want to dress in Riviera or Italian style, or you want a particular personality trait to be evident throughout your style. Either way, your wardrobe should reflect something unique about you. And the last style lesson of Alain Delon is to wear elegance as though it means nothing to you. Perhaps the most important part of Delon's style actually had nothing to do with the clothes themselves, but it was the nonchalant way that he wore them. Delon never appeared overly conscious of being well dressed. A tailored suit looked like ordinary clothing on him, while open shirts and slightly rumpled fabrics felt natural rather than deliberately styled. Even when the outfit was polished, he carried it with enough ease to prevent it from looking stiff. That attitude made his elegance more convincing. The clothing may have been carefully chosen, but he didn't spend every moment constantly straightening his cuffs or checking his tie or drawing attention to individual pieces. The clothing moved with him and it became slightly imperfect through wear. That's a big indicator of whether a man is truly confident in what he's wearing. So the takeaway here is to act natural no matter what you're wearing, even if it's imperfect. Remember that good style becomes less convincing when the wearer seems desperate for it to be noticed. And the goal is to look comfortable enough in elegant clothing that it appears normal to you. So those are 7 style lessons from Alain Delon, and now you know why his style was so iconic and how to dress just like him. His style was truly timeless, and that's what makes it worth studying today. Let me know in the comments below which Alain Delon look you think is his most iconic, and subscribe for more videos on the art of dressing and living well. Thanks for watching.